Oh, thank you guys so much for that conversation. Well, we are back in the kitchen and maybe you are stuck in a rut with regards to what to make for dinner. Well, all you need is feta, olives and chicken, and you can make Zoe's one-pot chicken dinner. Seeing that it is her recipe, I think it's only fair that we invite Zoe Brown into the kitchen to tell us all about how to make this amazing recipe. Now, you are going to need some basil pesto as well as naan bread to serve it with.
This is my classic go-to dish, and I'm actually going to jump straight into it.
Okay, girl.
A little bit of prep. So our pot is on. I'm just going to put a little bit of oil into the pan because we want to start off by browning our chicken. And this is such an easy dish. I have friends that whenever they come, I mean, keep in mind, I finish work quite late in the evenings. So when I host my dinner parties, I only start dinner at about 7:30, and that's quite late to start eating. But you'll just start off by putting all your chicken into your pan. And this is the type of dish you can literally serve from the pan.
And I love it. And I love that you don't have a lot of dishes as well. So when the night is done, all the friends are gone home again, you literally just have one pot.
We're going to leave this one out for now, just for space.
Okay.
And you'll make sure that you brown your chicken first. So I always just put it in for a little bit. And then we'll flip it over. Okay. And what I love about this recipe is because you can do everything in the pot, we're going to add some Indian-style tomato.
Okay.
If you don't like it spicy, you can just go for normal diced tomatoes in a can. But I like Indian-style tomato, and I often make this for multiple people, so I just double the recipe. But this is nice and easy. So you just want to make sure your chicken's nice and brown. I'm busy flipping it over now.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. It looks so good. And I mean, you're not going to be taking away any flavor to this because that Indian tomato will add that flavor, the feta again and the olives. But if you wanted, you could add some chicken spice.
You can add a little bit of chicken spice to your chicken, definitely. And then, of course, your big heroes would also be your salt and pepper. So I'm going to add our Indian-style tomato.
Ooh.
And I'm just going to turn the heat down a little bit.
And that's just going to simmer and make sure that all that flavors is getting into the chicken, right?
Yes. And you'll just cook it slowly because obviously you want to make sure your chicken is cooked through properly.
Because otherwise your guests will complain. They'll be like, we went to Zoe Brown's house the other day and we got salmonella because she didn't cook the chicken.
No. I will never ever do that to my guests. And then this is something where you can now pop the lid on. You can pour yourself a glass of wine and you can hang out with your guests because this is something that's not going to... It's not going to burn. It's something, if it's on a low heat, it will cook slowly. Because the tomato is also covering the dish quite properly, there's no need for you to turn the chicken constantly because it's now going to cook in the sauce. And then what's amazing about this is just before you serve it, I will take my basil pesto and add it to the dish, crumb the feta, add the olives.
Okay, so this is going onto the dish.
I also put half of that onto the dish, so when you serve it, it's got the pesto in it, it's got the olives in it, as well as a little bit of crumbed feta. And then just before serving, I take my naan bread, heat it up in the pan, and then just brush it a little bit with some
so I can do that.
You can do
that is so interesting. Who taught you this? Mama Brown?
No, you know what? If you do the whole cooking thing where you buy all the ingredients in a box and it comes with a recipe and tells you exactly how to make it, this is where this recipe came from, but I've tweaked it since because I like it a little bit spicy, so that's where I've added it. I like it with naan bread. If you prefer it with maybe some rice or multi-grain, that's also an easy thing for you to do. But what's nice is because this is such a saucy dish, then you can use, you're being very generous there. You just do like a nice light brush.
I love basil pesto.
You like
basil pesto, pasta, anything with basil pesto as well.
And if you don't have naan bread, get those mini pita breads. It's so easy to just pop it in the air fryer or even the toaster. Keep in mind, I don't have an oven yet, so...
We still don't have an oven!
We still don't have an oven, so this dish is amazing in the electric frying pan. And then you simply just add your olives.
I mean, you have showed how to use an electrifying pan so much because I mean, you cooked your entire Christmas lunch on that. So wow, you should get a gold star.
I rely heavily on my electric frying pan, and then you just add your pesto to it. And it really will just infuse
so good
all these flavors, and then finish it off with a little bit of feta.
And I'm sure Mama Brown is so proud of you right now. She's like,
you know, Mama really enjoyed this dish because I made it for them. So she's someone that can spend hours in front of the stove, and she's always so fascinated with die goukos wat ek kook. So she's always fascinated, and then you just finish it off with crumbing some feta. into your dish.
Of course, that is still good and tasty and yummy. A lot of pressure for you, but Zoe, please, next time you make this dish, because I know we had to do it for a TV moment, please invite me. I promise you I'll bring a bottle of wine to enjoy with that.
Come now, we did say when I get my stove, I'll have a little housewarming.
Okay, we're going to be praying for that stove to come as soon as possible. But to get your hands on Zoe's one-pot chicken dinner, you can head on over to our website, expressoshow.com. It'll give you the full list of ingredients. It won't be with all the personality of Zoe, but you can try to make it on your own.
It's an easy recipe, and it's something that everyone will love. And look how quick and easy it was. And this is what you can do while enjoying a glass of wine with your friends.
Yeah, and it smells so good, so try it. Try it, try it.